How's it going, guys, and welcome back. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over why I think you should give a Nimble Blitz a shot. And before we do, again, as you may know, I do like to do unscripted content, so if it does get a little long-winded, I will go ahead and post the chapters down below. Other than that, let's get into it. So guys, Nimble Blitz. Right here in the Penetrate tree. So Nimble Blitz, it's classified as a swift attack, and it's a dodge attack, so it says enhance the attack that results from activating a swift attack while dodging, because our potent blow will be aggressive action. Forward and lateral attacks become a forward dash followed by 2 consecutive strikes, and the backwards attack becomes a backward dash followed by a strike that releases a shockwave. Now, a couple things. So I'll go over the normal without Nimble Blitz actually first. So first, the reason why a lot of people don't use this, right, is because it allows for a quicker, for the forward attack, it allows for a faster follow-up for your Howling Blade or your Whirlwind. Usually, right? I don't recommend using it for Howling Blade, but with Whirlwind, I can understand, right, why. Because normally with Whirlwind, you want to just get your attack out of the way and use your Whirlwind, right? Because normally when you're using Whirlwind, you don't really care about the swift attack before. You're just doing it just so you can get Whirlwind, and that's it, right? You just care about the speed of getting Whirlwind out. So if that's your goal, hey, by all means, do your thing. But the reason why I prefer Nimble Blitz is because it's more versatile, right? So with the shockwave, right, your neutral dash, it releases a shockwave, and the follow-up Howling Blade attack is just as fast as the normal or without Nimble Blitz dash, right? Now, I will say it is slower if you use the double attack forward dash, right? Then your follow-up with the Whirlwind or Howling Blade is going to be just a little bit slower. But what I really like about having Nimble Blitz is that the forward dash, it's going to chase your enemy, right? So if they have a small sidestep or a small dodge, or if they try to space you a little bit and you hit that Nimble Blitz, it's going to chase after them, and you may miss the first attack, but at least the second attack will get them, right? Another small note that you may not know is that even when you neutral dash, right, so if you neutral dash or back dash, you're going to do that shockwave, right? That shockwave does a lot of damage. It's a very good move, and it allows you to basically get some range on your attack, right, while also spacing yourself out. A couple benefits of the backwards shockwave is that you can not only brink dodge with it, right, but you can also space out and do an almost, you could say like a true dodge, right? You can actually completely evade your enemy and then also send out that shockwave. Another thing with the shockwave, and I'm going to do it top down so you can see, you can, depending on the fight, you can put that shockwave out either immediately or you can wait if you want to space out. So you can see I'm standing right in the center here. I immediately send out that shockwave, and you can see where it sends in this outer ring, right? But if I want to wait, I can get a little further out while also still sending out that shockwave, right? So you can see I'm a couple body lengths away, right? So I can go the immediate, and it puts me pretty close. And that, again, that's good for follow-ups, right? If I can immediately follow up attacking, I can start chasing my opponent down again, right? Or I can deafness back in, right? If they get a little too far away, I can deafness back in, because Nimble Blitz, you can deafness from that, right? You can also reversal from it. So The other thing with the shockwave as well, or I should say with the neutral Nimble Blitz, is that you can do it from deafness, which is really, really fast. So if I deafness, I can immediately backwards neutral dash from that, right? And then I can hit a reversal if needed, or I can deafness back in. So I can hit a deafness and then re-engage. So I really, really like how Nimble Blitz, it gives you the versatility of controlling spacing while still being a force to be reckoned with at some type of range, right? So you can have some range in there. You can space your opponent, you can true dodge with it, and you have a lot of distance to cover, right? Now, the forward dash, something that I don't think a lot of people know or that they use, is that with the neutral dash, it's not always a shockwave. So if you neutral dash and hit forward on the stick, or you hit W, you can actually re-engage with the forward double slash. I don't use it too often, but it does serve a purpose, right? Very similar to the neutral dash aggressive action if you want to get back in immediately, right? So you can immediately get back in with a double slash by pushing forward after a neutral dash. You can also do that if you want to space, right? So again, if I want to immediately go forward, I can. Now if I want to go all the way back, I can do that as well, right? So I can immediately go forward, I can go all the way back and then forward. I can immediately throw a shockwave. I can go all the way back and throw a shockwave, right? So this one skill, as you can see, this one skill really gives you a lot of versatility and control over how you want the fight to play out, right? Because believe it or not, when you're fighting enemies, they don't have as much control over the fight as you may think that they do, right? You really can control the fight and how you go about it more than you know. So guys, I will say, so I'll conclude with this. I think that, the quote, the tech, right, to having just the normal, non-upgraded attack, I understand that it has an advantage, I guess, and the only one that I can think of really is being the speed that it comes out. But I'll be honest, that same speed is the same, if not negligible, as far as the time, as a neutral Nimble Blitz, right? And because you can throw that shockwave out immediately and basically stay in the same, area, it doesn't really outweigh any of the, that having a non-upgraded dash doesn't really provide any substantial benefit that the versatility of having Nimble Blitz as your dodge attack does, right? I personally don't see any reason, and even more so as a Howling Blade user, I guess, to not have Nimble Blitz activated, right? And I do go over this in my aggressive action video, but I'll just a small mention because we are talking about dodge attacks. I do also have aggressive action. I think that both of these, aggressive action is very quick if it is uncharged. So I don't see any reason for me personally to not have an unupgraded dodge attack. That's really it, guys. As far as the fights go, I have a couple fights for you. I have one with Reese, one with Volby, and then actually I have 4 fights for you today. One with the Beast of Madness, and then one final one with Keshta. Excuse me. Other than that, guys, I do hope that you've been enjoying the content. Quick note, I think that my Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams were a bit ambitious, so I'm going to try to resume it, but minimum I will be trying to stream Monday and Friday. I will still be doing my best though to post 2 videos per week, because that where I think a lot of people because you can just enjoy it at your leisure, right? Tune in, absorb the content, and then apply it to your own gameplay. So yeah, and that, guys, I hope that you enjoy the fights, and I will see you in the next one.
want my strength? Prove to me you're worthy.